recent Pak India war has benefited us in five important ways. Pakistan has gained five major benefits out of the current India Pakistan conflict. And all of these, each one of these five are very important. Now, let's look upon what are those five very important benefits Pakistan has reaped. First of all, now the India has become very clear, and the rest of the world as well, that India cannot surpass Pakistan boundaries, either land, sea, or air. They cannot afford to do it. They cannot usurp any of the Pakistani territory at all. It is beyond their power, beyond their reach, and it is almost impossible for them. Impossible for them. Not very difficult, but impossible. That is the first major benefit. India itself and the rest of the world too has come to realize this thing. Now, the second major benefit which we have reaped out of this war, it is on the diplomatic front. And what is this, by the way? Earlier, every time any sort of terror incident happened in India, and the world used to suspect Pakistan, that it is Pakistan which will be quite possibly responsible for all that. But what has happened now? But what has happened now? This time too, like previous time, India gave a knee-jerk reaction. Immediately after the Pahalgam incident, India started blaming Pakistan that the Pakistan is responsible without even waiting for some of the time. They put the responsibility on Pakistan and started threatening Pakistan as well. Now it was the response of Pakistan that we are ready for a neutral inquiry, but India did not consider it because they were against the neutral inquiry. Neutral inquiry mean most probably or certainly Pakistan would not have been declared as responsible for it. So that is why India refused to go for the neutral inquiry, and the Western world, the diplomatic circles, upon looking this attitude of India, knee-jerk reaction, and the attitude of Pakistan demanding the impartial neutral inquiry, that is why they thought that maybe India is playing the wrong game here, and that is the second success for a Pakistan on the diplomatic front. It is also very important. Now, the third major benefit, that was India's narrative on Western media. They were media on the media in the media circles, on the international media. Indian narrative used to gain a very good space indeed, while Pakistan was ignored. Like Pakistan is a rogue state, not this time, not anymore. Now the Pakistani narrative is also being seen and heard, whether more of the countries are with the India or with the Pakistan, but first time at least Pakistani narrative is being the Pakistani narrative too has gained a good place on the international media. So that is the third major success on the media, international media front. Now the fourth important success which Pakistan has gained, and that is the world has come to know that it is the India and Pakistan who are the two nuclear powers on the brink of a nuclear war. Anytime a nuclear war can break out in the region, and the Western world, particularly the USA, have lots of investment in India. They don't want all of their investment to be destroyed there because of the nuclear war. So they too cannot afford a war at all. So the world has come to know that Kashmir is a flashpoint between the two of these countries. And any moment, another war or even a nuclear war could break out which will be disastrous not only for this region but for the whole of the world as well. So, for that reason only, Donald Trump, the president of USA, has offered mediation, has wanted to become an interlocutor on this issue of Kashmir. So the Kashmir issue has become internationalized again. Earlier, India was given an impression they were sure enough that it is our internal affair. It is our internal matter. They used to call it a two tongue, and the Pakistan used to call it, jugular vein. So earlier, now the world has come to know that this issue is very very important, and its resolution too is very important indeed for the sake of world peace. Now, the fifth and the last major success which Pakistan has gained out of this conflict, it is about, how the world and how the USA used to see Pakistan. They always clubbed Pakistan with Afghanistan, that the two of these are the similar, almost similar countries. Now they are of the view these the two countries are not similar, but Pakistan should be clubbed with the India, and the India and Pakistan, I think the business of these two, the war business, the war business between the two of these, it should be kept in the same bracket. Now Pakistan and India are being kept in the same bracket. Earlier it was Pakistan with Afghanistan. I think that these are the five major benefits, five major successes Pakistan has gained after this success, after this war. And earlier, many of the Pakistanis, including me, we were of the view that Pakistan will now certainly become a bankrupt country. Not anymore, because the war cannot be afforded, even by the richest nation in the world. How come an economy like Pakistan can afford the war? So now I think that this brief war between India and Pakistan has proved a blessing in disguise indeed.